What's going on, Aquarius? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you a reading. I hope all is well with you guys. I do want to thank you for all your love and support. You guys are the bomb. Thank you, thank you. All right. If you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. All right. Let's just see what's going on with you guys here. What's going on with my Aquarius Massive? Whoop. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Aquarius. All right. So we have the Six of Air. Okay, Six of Swords energy. This energy is Aquarius energy. This is you. Okay. With the Six of Air energy, this is talking to me in reference to relocating, moving away from something. You see the ship here. Okay. It's moving away, going to calmer waters. Okay. Looking for calmer waters. All right. This energy could represent the fact that mentally you're looking for calmer waters. You're looking to move away from cooperating with others who are not cooperating with you. Okay. Because sixes are all about, how do I want to say it? They're all about partnerships and cooperation, because if you look at the number 6 major arcana, it's the Lover's card, but it's more so about partnership, okay? It's more so about a choice. It's more so about the strength of two together. And as far as that's concerned here, you're finding that that's not working out for you. Okay, so you have to go somewhere where it's calmer waters for you emotionally, mentally as well. So you're not mentally drained by trying to cooperate with people who are not cooperating with you. Okay, there's no partnership here. Well, let's see what the challenge is in this situation. Oh, that was 2 cards stuck together. Hold on. If that was meant to come, I don't even know what that was, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Challenge is High Priestess. The challenge is you listening to your intuition. You're an air sign. You have intuition. We all do. But as an air sign, you're looking for the practicality, not the practicality, but you're looking at things from a logical standpoint. Okay, but the challenge is in this situation so that you are able to get the peace that you're looking for and get the cooperation that you're looking for with others. You have to use your intuitive abilities at this time. Okay, Mercury's in your sign right now. Okay, Mercury's all about communicating. It's the conscious mind. Okay, so that's what you're using. You're using your conscious mind right now. Okay, with Mercury being in your first house. But the High Priestess energy, which is Piscean energy, this is the subconscious mind. Okay, so the challenge in your issue is that logically you're not able to cooperate or work with someone or something. Something is not working out in your logic mind. You've searched and canvassed everything that you could possibly do logically. You could not find the answer, so you are moving away. The challenge in your situation is you need to tap into your subconscious energy. Okay. Your subconscious energy is where some of the answers that you need are going to be. Now let's take a look at what your higher self, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your guardian angels, whoever you go to in times of, in times of concern. Let's see what that energy is having you gravitate towards. All right, let me make sure I don't get a card that's stuck. Okay, Messenger of Air in reverse. So this is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So what this is telling me here is that you have to look at the things that you've been told. You're going to have to let those things go. Maybe the way that you've been raised, or the way that you were taught to believe things, as far as what's logic. Like, you have to defy that. All right, and that makes sense here because the High Priestess energy is the challenge. The challenge is to defy logic. Stop looking at this situation from a logical perspective. Not stop looking at it that way, but once you hit a wall with the logical perspective of things, you need to then tap into your higher self and find out what that is. So what you want to do is just, how does it feel? What does it feel like? Okay, using your intuition with the high priestess energy is all about using things that you can't see. Okay, you're looking at the things that you can see and the things that you can touch. And you're throwing that in your and you're looking at that in your conscious mind. Okay? But those things are leading you astray. Okay? And the universe wants you to focus by using your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? What is your gut telling you? You know, not what's going on in your mind, but what's your gut telling you? Because you could be in conflict with that right now, which is why you may be leaving a situation or walking away from a situation, because it's not making logical sense to you. Right? There are things that we experience and we feel that don't make logical sense. Okay? Emotions. Those shits don't make logical sense whatsoever, and we feel them all day, every day. So you could be called to, put to the side. I'm sorry. You're called to put to the side your logical approach to things. Your the way that how can I word this? You're being called to put aside the conscious mind. Put that to the side. What is it that your gut is telling you, Aquarius? What is that telling you? That's what you need to tap into. And the challenge might be you doing that. So you may need to sit quietly and meditate. A lot of people say they can't meditate. They have a problem meditating because of the fact that they can't control their mind. They keep all these thoughts. But that's the thing. All these thoughts keep coming up. But that's the thing about meditation. The first couple times you do it, you're not going to be able to tap into that higher, because you got all this shit in your mind, in your conscious mind, that has to be cleaned the hell out. And this is what this is all about here with this message of air in reverse. Clean out your logic mind. What you need to do is sit quietly. Let those thoughts run. Don't act on them. Just let them run. And you sit for a while long enough. I mean, if you have to do it for 15 minutes a day just to build up, to get rid of all of that filter, all of that shit that's in there, to clear all that out. But once you do it, what'll happen is, after you get to the point where you let all that shit run out, those thoughts, no thoughts will come. And then once you get to the point where no thoughts come, that's when you tap into that high priestess energy. That's when you tap into that subconscious energy. All right. So you're going to have to practice for a little while, because you're an air sign. So you're going to put a little bit more energy into cleaning out whatever's been, processed and put into and implanted into your conscious mind. All right. So that's the message here. Now let's see where your head's at right now. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Earth. So as far as the 10 of Pentacles concerned, and your thoughts and where your head is at, you want a happy, successful relationship. You want to build with someone, build a legacy, build a family, and things like that. But it could just be the way that you're approaching the situation requires you, decluttering your conscious mind and tapping into your subconscious. And that's where you will get the ideas and the inspirations in reference to how to get this 10 of Pentacles energy with you and your lover. Okay, or with you and your family members. This doesn't have to necessarily be about a love relationship. This could be about you and your daughter connecting. This could be about you and your son connecting. This could be about you and your grandmother connecting. Okay, you may have hit a wall with them. Okay, and so a lot of it with this messenger of air, again, this is talking to me about dogma. Things that, you were taught, things that, the society has taught you, that may not make sense for you in this situation. It's not working for you in this situation. So all of that logical shit, you have to throw that out the window. Okay, so that you're able to get that 10 of Pentacles energy. Now the outcome here. is the Queen of Air, but she's in reverse. Queen of Air, so Queen of Swords in reverse. This is the fact that you have to deal with the reality of the situation. Some of you are in denial. You're not accepting the truth in a situation when the Queen of Air in reverse shows up. Okay? Maybe you can't accept the truth in a situation because it doesn't make logical sense to you. But again, in this situation here, you have to tap into, you can't use the logic mind, okay? And you're also, this is an interesting read because you know why we're all going through right now is we have Uranus, which is your ruling planet, Aquarius, in your, let's see, what house is that for you? So Aquarius, I gotta use my fingers, forgive me. Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, in your third house, okay? So this is in your environment, okay? This could be with family members, it could be with siblings, okay? But what this is all about here is the decluttering of what you were raised to believe, traditions, values, because the third house for you is all about the traditions and the values in which you were raised, okay? And in your environment, what your environment has taught you, okay? A lot of that shit is bullshit. It just really is. And so you need to declutter and get that out, okay? Because you're in denial about some things. You're not looking at things from a realistic or from not from a realistic standpoint, but you're not looking at things in a manner in which it will benefit you and it will focus, it will help to bring your family together. You're going to have to look at, a lot of this has to do with the way you were raised, okay, especially with the third house for you. That house of Taurus, that's all about your self-worth, your self-values. It's all about hereditary traditions as well, okay? And we're with Uranus in there. Uranus is all about, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care how I was taught. How I was taught is not working for this situation with my family. It's not allowing us to get together. It's not allowing us to connect. So I have to declutter those ideologies and those thoughts. And I have to go into my higher self to find out what truly works by just listening to me and not what I was taught. Okay? Because some of you could be parents and you're having issues with your children. Okay, or you could be someone who's having issues with your brothers and sisters and you were taught a certain way to be, to get along with them and how you were raised, but that shit's not working right now and what's going on. So this is what this message is all about. All right, you have to accept the reality of that is not working. What you were taught and how you were taught to communicate with people is not working. That's why you have to come away from this situation with the Six of Swords energy. Come away from it. Step away from the arguing and the fighting and the frustration. Okay? And you have to say, you know what? I have to look at things differently. How do I feel about this? Yeah, I was taught that, I should be good to my brothers and sisters, but if they are not being good to me, if they're treating me like shit, if they're just coming at me for money, if I have to hold everybody down financially, for whatever reason, shape, or form, if it's costing me money, time, effort, energy, which is what these Ten of Pentacles are, if it's costing me, then there's something wrong with that. With the Queen of Air in reverse, there's something wrong with that. I'm not seeing something right. Something's not making sense. So this is why your ruling planet, this is what's going on with the ideas in everybody's mind right now with Uranus in the house of Taurus. Okay, everybody's questioning. Okay, I was taught to do this, but it's not working out in my life right now. What I was taught to do is not working for me. I'm going to have to throw that out and come up with what's best for me. What is my higher self telling me? All right, and that's the message that I got here. Now, I also have the Eight of Water in reverse. Okay, so this is walking away from a situation or walking away from that emotional attachment to those ideas that you were raised with, realizing that, you know what, not only if I will, because the Eight of Cups represents walking away from an emotional attachment, but it also represents learning a lesson. Learning that, okay, I have to walk away from these ideologies that I was taught because they are not working for me. And so what is now working for me is this. A great example is, say you were taught to treat people the way you want to be treated, right? Okay, but you treat people the way you want to be, the way you want to be treated, but they don't treat you that way. Okay, and with this Ten of Pentacles here, this is telling me that this is a family-related issue, especially with Uranus being in your third house. This has to do, for a lot of you, this has to do with your siblings, okay? And your connection with your siblings or relatives or someone in your family, all right? And so you realize that I treat these people the way I was, I want to be treated, but that's not working. I was taught to do that. That's what I was taught to do, right? But that's not working in this situation because they're taking advantage of me. They're taking my money. They're treating me like shit. They don't respect me. They talk to me terribly. That's not working. And so if I continue to treat them the way I want to be treated and continue on with this, I'm going to keep getting the short end of the stick. This is not working. I need to figure out what's best for me. All right. And this is what this Eight of Cups is saying. I'm walking away from those ideologies. I love them. I love them. I love them. These are my hearts. But I can't keep going back and forth with the fighting and the arguing and the stress and the aggravation. I've learned that this is not the way to go, which is why I'm in this Six of Swords energy. Mentally, I have to walk away from what I thought was right. Now, that's just an example of some of the things that we were taught as far as tradition when we're talking about the Taurus, the house of Taurus, and Uranus and Taurus. See, Uranus is coming in and changing shit up. Okay? What you were taught is not working, so you're going to have to switch it up. It's like, okay, I will treat people the way they treat me, but once I find out that they're not treating me fair, I'm going to treat them what? Accordingly. I'm going to treat them according to how they treat me. All right? This is what this Eight of Cups in reverse is representing. All right? We have the Queen of Water in reverse. You're not using your intuition. Okay? You're not using your intuition. You are emotionally burned out dealing with these people, dealing with these situations. Okay? Fighting in your head, again, based on what you were taught, based on what is actually working and what's not. This shit is draining you emotionally. Okay? For some of you, your family's taking advantage of you. Or your whoever it is, they're taking advantage of your kindness. They're taking advantage of the support you provide. Ten of Pentacles, some of you are providing financial support. And they're taking advantage of that shit. Your emotions are all out of whack right now because of this. And it calls for you to use your intuition. Again, the challenge is using your intuition. High Priestess, Queen of Water in reverse, not using your intuition. You have the Queen of Fire showing up next, okay? This is saying, okay, you know what? I realized that I need to change the way that I was thinking and the way I was doing things. And now that I realize I need to treat people accordingly, I'm going to step into my power and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to do just that. If you are not fair to me, then I am not going to deal with you. I will walk away from you. And if we are to communicate again, if you need my support, then you will respect me and you will give me what I asked for. You will treat me the way I deserve to be treated. I am no longer going to be someone who just is emotionally drained from you. I am no longer going to be in denial about the fact that you don't respect me and you don't treat me the way you should. We are family. You are not going to be taking advantage of me. No more. No more of that shit. What does that say? Strength. Okay? No more of that. And it's going to be rough. We're going to, this is a thing where they're trying to control you. For some of you, they may be trying to control you, or you may have to control your emotions with this individual or individuals. And this could be about you taming that beast. Stepping in. Oops, hold on. I dropped the card. Stepping in to your true power, taking control of your power. And again, this is another card about intuition. The Queen of Fire is, she is cardinal and mutable air. So cardinal air with the fire is the Aries energy. The mutable water, she's mutable water and cardinal fire. So mutable water is Piscean energy. Okay, so it's right on the cusp of Pisces, Aquarius. So I could be talking to some of you cuspers right now. All right, but this is also an intuitive queen. So we got a lot of cards here in reference to you using your intuition, Aquarius. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. This is masculine, feminine, okay? So we all have masculine, feminine in us. So stepping into your power and taking control of the situation. Also using creative ways, okay? Coming up with creative ways to tame the beasts in your family, to get them in control so that they do what it is that you need them to do and they cooperate with you in a manner in which you feel is right, okay, and what you feel is fair and just, because that's all you're coming from, a place of you're all about humanitarian and what's right and what's fair. That's you all day, Aquarius, especially when you're dealing with more than one person, family members, okay, friends, groups, organizations, so on and so forth. Okay, so yeah, this is what the deal is. All right, and then we got one more here. This is the Three of Fire. So this is in reverse. So it's the Three of Wands in reverse. So with this energy here, okay, this is all about delays, setbacks, okay, not having any foresight. See, what it is this situation here is putting you in a point where you don't know what else to do. It's like, I don't see how we can get this going. I don't see how we can move forward successfully. I don't get it. But again, you got to step into your intuition. You got to use your intuition. And when you use your intuition, your creative ways in reference to how to handle this situation, it's going to call for strength. Because for some of you, maybe you've never stood up to this family member in the manner in which you're going to. For some of you, this may be kind of confrontational, okay? And maybe you're not a confrontational individual. Maybe you're not comfortable with confrontation. But that could be also why they're taking advantage of you, because you're not understanding that you have to stand up for yourself. You have to take control and take power of what's going on, okay? Especially if you're the one with the money, especially if you're the one who's helping everybody, especially if you're the one they're coming to, needing something from. Doesn't matter who it is in the family. Okay? Now, let's get you some advice. Let's see what we got for my Aries. But yeah, this is what's got to be done, Aries. Now, today is the full moon in Virgo. You can use this full moon in Virgo energy to write affirmations. When the full moon comes about, affirmations can be written to get rid of whatever it is that you don't want in your life. Okay, so when we talk about the sixth house, we're talking about, Virgo, the full moon in Virgo. Virgo belongs to the sixth house. So, but this is, oh, hold on, okay, yeah, excuse me. So what you're going to want to do is, with the full moon is for removing things in your life that no longer serve you. The sixth house is about work. It's about your health. Okay, it's about self-discipline. Disciplining yourself to stand firm and be strong with whoever is giving you issue. Okay, disciplining yourself to stand in your power. It's going to take, it's not going to happen overnight with these people. But you have to let them know that every time they come to you and there's a concern, that you are going to stand firm in your decision. And that they can't, sway you or persuade you or get you to see things from their perspective, which is really not conducive to a realistic and healthy way of doing things, or for everybody involved. Okay? So let's see what messages we can get. So you can write some affirmations tonight, tomorrow night, and the other night. I'm sorry, tonight. What is this? Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night are the most potent. But you can do it all throughout until the new moon. All right, but it's all about getting rid of things that no longer serve you. So you may want to write an intention to get rid of ideologies and viewpoints that are not good for your health. You may want to ask for strength. Okay, get rid of any blockages that are keeping you from stepping into your power and being and having strength in reference to doing things that are good for you, for your health. Okay, because your family's driving you bonkers here, so they're going to eventually affect your health. So for some of you, that might be the case and why you're stepping away. Okay, So that's just an example of what you can do. You can look up some information online in reference to writing intentions based on the Virgo full moon. Okay. But let's see what messages we got for you here. So we have fork in the road. You got a decision to make. You definitely got a decision to make. And the number 13. Okay, the number 13 major arcana is death. That's all about transforming, changing your mindset, changing your views, changing your way of doing things. Again, Uranus is in your third house. So a lot of you, this is about family. Okay, transforming the way you dealt with them. Okay, the way you dealt with them in the past did not work. It did not serve you. So now you need to transform, and it's going to take strength for you to do it. Again, but you tap into your intuitive energy and you won't allow them to, emotionally manipulate you and take advantage of you. Because a lot of you, that's what's going on. You're being emotionally manipulated by your family members. And it could be because of money with the 10 of Pentacles or about money. Don't let them emotionally manipulate you. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in that position. Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, they'll need you before you need them. All right, so let's get you this message here, and then we're going to end this reading. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. Like, you have to understand I'm Scorpio. I got too much in my chart. All right, so when I'm in it, I'm in it. I'm all in. I'm all or nothing. I'm all on your team, or I'm not feeling what you're doing at all. So I'm on your team, okay? Fixed energy for you all day. You recognize, because you're fixed energy as well. All right, so it says it's a time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act. Owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Okay? All right. Now, it says you've reached the moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship with whomever it is, family members, friends, loved ones. It says, which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love, or to remain isolated, to go deeper and commit to mutual passion, or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, you know that it will be based on truth and authenticity. So if you move forward with communicating with this family member or this loved one or this intimate partner, you know what it'll be based on because you stood your ground and you let them know what's up. You will have to make a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone. Hello? Or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of a genuine connection. Being in denial about what it is. Okay? Now, all roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decisions you make, it will place you on a path to a truer experience of the heart. Okay? So, it's time for you now, with everything going on, the planetary alignments are saying so. You are feeling that, okay? Trust your intuition. Listen to yourself. Sit down and go somewhere and and have quiet time. Let all those thoughts run through your mind. Let them all run through. You don't have to act on them. All right? The measure of a man is what they act on. You could have a million thoughts, and we all have a million thoughts. We all have nasty thoughts. We all have fucked up thoughts. We all have good thoughts. But who you are is what you act on. So when you're meditating and you're sitting and all those crazy thoughts are coming, just let them come and go. The next one will come and go. The next one will come and go. And you sit quietly long enough, if you do it repeatedly over a period of time, those thoughts will stop coming. And then you'll get to that quiet spot where they'll come less and less. And that's when you tap in and you listen to yourself and what it is that's good for you. And you do that. And you step into your strength and you do that. And you'll come up with creative ways to handle the situation where you will be empowered and you will not be in a situation where you're being emotionally manipulated by the people you love. All right, Aquarius, I love you. I want you to win. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.